Has now been made officially official. The Chicago Bulls have officially hired Tiago Splitter as their next head coach. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it all down and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, what's going on, y'all? It's a brand new day. The Chicago Bulls have officially hired Tiago Splitter to be their next head coach, following up after Billy Donovan. This is a really good hire. I get it. There are a lot of Blazers fans that aren't high on Tiago Splitter. I don't know what that's about, but keep in mind, there's some Bulls fans that were extremely high on Billy Donovan. So I'm not worried about what the fans talk about from the Blazers or anything like that. I care about the X's and O's. When you watch Tiago Splitter and the way that he coaches basketball, the way that he commands a team, the way that he is a leader, when you watch those things, it's hard not to see why Tiago Splitter would not be a really good head coach for the Chicago Bulls. Look at what he did with Denny Avdija. That directly can go with how he can manage Manas Buzelis. You've seen Donovan Clingan. You've seen Shaden Sharp. You saw, Scoot Henderson all have really good seasons under Tiago Splitter. I don't know what Blazers fans, what type of drugs they smoking, but Tiago Splitter is a good head coach, and I love the way that he blends European basketball philosophies with NBA philosophies. I love the X's and O's that he brings. I love how he uses the short roll for teams. The Bulls are going to be a team that actually runs mid-range actions now here. We're not going to be a one-dimensional team that completely forgoes the mid-range just to shoot three-pointers, and we shouldn't be. All those type of things are going to be what helps this Bulls team be a much better functional team. Yes, Chris Quinn was my favorite guy, my favorite candidate out of here, but Tiago Splitter was shortly thereafter one of the guys that I liked in regards to this one. So I love this. I like that this is what we're hearing in regards to it. Many people will know. And so people who don't think that Haize actually has sources, I'm going to go and tell y'all, I got this text message. When did I send this to y'all? Steve-O can verify. Hold on. When did I send this? In regards to the Bulls getting their head coach. I got this yesterday at 10:45 p.m. 10:45 p.m. last night, I got that Tiago Splitter had got the job for the Chicago Bulls head coach. So again, I released this in the Discord. If y'all were members of the Chicago Bulls Central Discord, you would have had this information a whole 12 plus hours early. I had this information last night at 10 p.m. Steve-O can tell y'all. I just didn't go live with it because I wanted to wait. But Tiago Splitter has now gotten a head coaching job, and I told y'all this was going to happen, man. Listen, hold on. I got to put out this bragging tweet right here. Give me one second, because I beat Shams on this. I had this before Shams. That gives me, I'm telling y'all, Chicago Bulls Central is different now, y'all. Niggas got sources, bro. It's crazy. Hold on, I'm sending this text. Boom. So when I tell y'all that we different here now, listen, all jokes aside, all cockiness aside, I want to thank y'all because the point that Chicago Bulls Central has gotten to, I say on every show, on every episode, welcome to the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls. I say that on every single episode that I do. And when I first started saying it, it was bullshitting. I was talking about it. I didn't have no sources. I didn't have anything. One of the things that kept me from starting this show earlier than when I started is because I'm like, I don't have sources. But now people come to me with information because they view Chicago Bulls Central as the biggest Chicago Bulls platform on YouTube. And I built this brick by brick myself. Chicago Bulls Central is the biggest YouTube and podcast combination that is not linked to a larger organization. That's it. It's us. That's it. We did that. Y'all did that. I didn't do it by myself. Y'all did that. So when I say stuff like join the Chicago Bulls Central Discord, it's because certain stuff I can't release early because people aren't going to believe it, but I can release it in the Discord. And that's to give back to the community that has given so much for me, so much to me. And so I just want to thank you guys again. For those that don't see it, hold on, my picture, my weeds on there. We got this. The text yesterday, Thiago has gotten the job at 10:45 yesterday. 10:45 yesterday, I got that. So listen, I tell y'all, man, the way that we've been working here at Chicago Bulls Central, the way that we have been building here is because of y'all. I don't want to take all the credit. I don't want all the credit. I don't deserve all the credit. Y'all are the reason why we've been able to build like this, man. But let's get into Tiago Splitter. Tiago Splitter is a head coach that I feel really good about because of not only the development that he did with the Portland Trailblazers, how he handled that situation, considering that, you know, you had a situation where the head coach got arrested. He had to come in as an interim basis and take over that team. And then on top of that, you know, the development that you saw get done there, I really think that this is going to be a really, really good coach for the Chicago Bulls. I think this is a guy that's going to build a culture here, right? Like, it's not going to be all in year one. And I love hearing that the Chicago Bulls are going to give him a 4-year deal. That's 4 years to really run and build a program and then reevaluate. Over that 4 years, you got to think about it. You're going to want to see development from Modest, from Noah, from the number 4 pick, from the number 15 pick, from a little bit from Josh Giddey and how you use that as well, and just progress this team going forward, man. And that's what you're trying to see from this team. So when I tell y'all that Tiago Splitter, I think has a really good chance to be a good head coach here, man. I keep telling y'all, I really think Tiago Splitter is the guy. I think he's going to be somebody that Bulls fans are going to really like when it comes down to it, man. I think y'all going to really like Tiago Splitter. I like how he fired up he gets as a coach. He's a motivator. But Tiago Splitter also ain't going to bullshit, right? If somebody is not living up to the example that Tiago Splitter needs and wants this Bulls team to play with, they're probably going to be out the door pretty quickly. Tiago's going to very much so quickly understand how to gauge where these players are and what they're doing. And that's going to be a big thing for this team. So overall, I'll say this. Shout out to Tiago Splitter for landing this job. Shout out to Bryson Graham for running this. I know that it took a lot of patience from Bulls fans to allow Bryson Graham to take as long as what he did to get this job together. I understand that. I know for a lot of Bulls fans, this process went on way too long. But at the end of the day, if you get the right coach, that's really all that matters. And I really do feel the Chicago Bulls got the right coach today. I feel like they got the right coach today, man. So yeah. It's in the thumbnail, bro. Flaccavelli, it's in the thumbnail. If you look at the thumbnail, it's on the thumbnail. I didn't have enough space to put it in the title because YouTube, I'll probably add it in there later. Maybe I'll take the breaking news part out. But man, I'm really fired up about this hiring. I think this is a really great hiring by the Chicago Bulls, and I think this is where the route that the Bulls need to go. Now you have a coach that's going to develop, you have a coach that's going to build, and you have a guy that's going to really be able to go out there and get his stuff done, man. So man, hey, listen, the Bulls. This is different. The Bulls are building different. The Bulls are going on a different path. And we got to say if this is going to be, man, and how this team is going to continue to develop this and build this thing on out. And I hope that the thing that I hope that comes out of this next phase for the Chicago Bulls is, of course, player development, more functional team that just the X's and O's part works a little bit better. But then outside of that, I hope that this reinstills faith from Bulls fans, because this is a community that has been split for way too long. And I got to call myself out. I have added to the divide of the Bulls community, right? The whole pro-tanking versus anti-tanking thing, I went in on some people, and I just hope that overall, all this, like when you think about everything that happened for Bulls fans this summer, moving on from AK, getting Bryson Graham, getting a new front office, already the restart of the roster, right? Now getting a new head coach in here. I hope that this can slowly start getting Bulls fans back all on the same page. And then even with the new rules, the new tanking rules, tanking is dead, right? Tanking is done. Tanking is dead. So now the pro-tank argument versus the anti-tank argument, that needs to die too. At this point, the Bulls fans, we all need to be a better community as far as all being on the same page and just wishing well for this team, right? And I need to be, I need to call myself out. I have to be a better part. I have to be a better steward of this fan base as well. I have to be better at bringing us all together. So y'all gonna see a different Haize this year. It's not gonna be so much a divide over little stupid arguments. Of course, you have the Josh Giddey favorable guys versus the anti-Giddey guys. I don't even care about that. At this point, we should all be rooting for everybody on this team to progress. And the ones that don't progress, then they deserve to get pruned out of here. And that's it. Whether it's your favorite Bull, your least favorite Bull, or whatever. If they are progressing, if they're making steps and strides in the right direction, that's all that matters. That's all that needs to happen for this team. So as much as I want this Bulls community to be all back on the same page, I have to be a better steward of that as well. So new phase, new era of the Bulls, new era of Chicago Bulls Central, and new era of Haize as well. I'm going to be better. We're all going to be better. And we're going to build this community back the way that it should always have been built. And that's Bulls fans caring and loving and celebrating this team, celebrating this franchise. And I tell y'all what, I don't say this a lot. I apologize to everybody out there that I have ever called out for being pro-tank, anti-tank, whatever it is. Now, if you come stupid, don't get me wrong. I'm still from Chicago and I'm still Petty Roosevelt and I still will roast your ass. But as long as nobody's coming disrespectfully, we all family. And I need to be better about that. And this is going to be, I promise y'all, this summer is the start of that. We're going to be better about being a unit. We're going to be better about being a family. And that's it. That's it. So I love you guys. I truly do. And y'all, nobody can doubt how much I love the Chicago Bulls. I love this franchise with all of my being. I told y'all, my family saying is God, family, and the Chicago Bulls. In that order. That is how I was raised. And so, yeah, I'm a little protective over the Chicago Bulls community because that's how I was raised. But this needs to be a new start for all of us. So I love you guys. Whether you're pro-Giddey, anti-Giddey, pro-tank, anti-tank, Chicago Bulls Central is the place for everybody. It's the place for everybody, and I'm going to be better at representing all facets of Chicago Bulls fandom and it not just be about me. So that's my promise to you guys. And then for this Tiago Splitter thing, Thiago is going to be a good coach, man. I think the Bulls really got this one right. I think they got them one, and I think that this is going to be a real first, a second step, because Bryson Graham in the new front office was the first step. But I think this is another step in the right direction to help get this place where it needs to be at, man. And that's it. That's it. That's all I can say. So I hope that you guys celebrate this. I hope everybody's excited about this. And for even those that have doubts about Tiago Splitter, and warranted, I'll give you this. Even if you have doubts about Tiago Splitter, give Tiago Splitter a chance to win you over. Go into this with an open mind and give Thiago a chance and an opportunity to be able to prove to you guys that he deserves to be the coach of this franchise. Just give him the chance and then let the chips fall where they may after that. But come in with an open mind. Don't come in against him. Don't be ready to flip out the moment that the Bulls lose 5 games in a row or something like that. Like, give this guy a chance to grow and develop into the coach that we need and want him to be, because the groundwork is there. The fundamental is there. The potential is there. And now we just need to continue to go and develop. It's been a very tough last 6 years for Bulls fans, a very tough last 6 years. And this is going a long way to correct that and hopefully get us in the same direction, man. The Sox are good. The Bulls are back good. The Bears are back on the right path. The city should heal, and we should heal too right along with it, man. So I love you guys. I know I say it at the end of every episode, but I want to make sure that y'all understand this. I love this community. I love this fan base. And sometimes love can be a little misguided. And have I let it misguide me? Absolutely. But I love y'all, man. I truly do. And I am honored that you guys have supported me in the way that you have over the last 5 years of this show. I haven't always treated that with the right reverence that I should, but we're growing, we're developing, and we're turning a new leaf, just like this franchise is turning a new leaf. So let's go out and get it. And for the first time under this new head coach and everything, go Bulls. Love you guys. See motherfucking red, y'all. And let's go out here and get this franchise the place that we need to get it. Rest in peace to Stacey King. I hate that he didn't get to see this, but let's all celebrate this in the way that Stacey would want us to celebrate it, and that's together. I love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace. And I'll have a more detailed breakdown on Thiago and the actions and all that type of stuff and tape and all that tomorrow. Love you guys. Go Bulls, y'all. Peace, man.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.